the month.
You are.
First show of this new month. Second up a sunrise here from Studio B at the News 8 studios of Humboldt. He's James. I'm Brennan. Where does October rank for you? In months.
It's my wife's birthday month, so
It has
it's
to
gotta
be number
pretty
one.
high. It's got to be pretty high for sure.
Your anniversary, though, is it summer?
Yeah, July 4th.
July. My anniversary is, a week from today.
Oh, exciting.
Yes, the
There you
8th.
go. Big
Yeah.
plans?
Efforting. Yes,
sure.
yes. Next weekend, we are supposed to have our night out. That's when we're going to do it. It's tough during the week. So Steph and I talked about it. I was lining up babysitter coverage for that weekend.
Sure, nice.
And all of a sudden, I get a text from the family chain yesterday saying, Frank Robusto, father-in-law, his
Yeah.
birthday's this month.
Ah.
He wants everyone to go to camp. The family has a couple of just cabins with roofs, a little
Yeah.
rustic in the
Sure.
Adirondacks, said that he wants everyone to go there. And I'm like, well, when is that?
Right.
I don't know what the date of his birthday. I think it's the 11th, 12th
Okay.
maybe. And I'm like, well, there goes that weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what about the dog then?
It's the
Because they
weekend,
usually
right?
watch it. And I'm like, wow. And then it's going to be a short weekend with our schedule of going up there the 4 hours, stay, then come back.
Right.
I never responded to the message. I don't know if they're listening.
Interesting.
I'm not trying to get out of it, but I'm not saying that I'm fully committed.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah.
I mean, weekends are precious, especially in the
They are.
fall. And
They
it's,
are.
It's hard to when you have to haul back Sunday afternoon and then
Yeah.
you got to go right to bed to go to work on in the morning.
And this all just came about. So I'll have the update on that. But love this month. Love everything going on.
Yeah.
I want to start with you this
Fresh
morning
raw.
because you told me there
Yeah.
was an interesting vegetable
Yes.
that you came across.
Doing some harvesting of vegetables.
Okay.
And there was a carrot that was in the garden, and Mason and I pulled it out, and we're looking at it, and we're like, this carrot just looks a little funny.
Ooh.
So I think the carrot forgot to put its pants on when I pulled it out.
Stop.
I try to run a family-friendly farm here, Brennan, and this is what came out of the garden.
Stop. This is my first time seeing this.
I try to keep this show PC as much as possible, but this is what came out of the garden, and so I figured, you know what, I'm gonna show it off.
I mean, he's got a face, hair.
Yeah, hair, 2 legs, and then a third leg.
Appendages. Yes. What?
Isn't that funny?
Okay, just because I laughed through that. So Mason took this out of the ground, or you did?
Mason did.
Mason did.
And he really had no idea.
And you saw that, and you were like, "Oh,
This is suggestive.
what?" Sorry.
Isn't that goofy?
Okay.
Oh, man. That's good.
What'd you do with it?
It's just, I'm probably going to
It's
do
just sitting
nothing
there.
with it. I mean, you can't eat this, can you? I mean, there's like
No.
2 bites out of it. So the reason why it's all discolored at the top is because that part was like sticking out of the ground. As carrots grow, you're supposed to kind of like pack the soil around them
Yeah.
so they can continue to grow further down. But I was lazy with it and I didn't do a good job. And this is so maybe this is the carrot saying, screw you, you didn't take care of me.
It's saying something.
that funny?
Can you imagine going to a farmer's market and like you just put this out there and like
Seeing
that
this?
one's just standing there?
Yeah.
It's one thing to go through a lineup of pumpkins, different gourds, and they've got the warts and everything,
Right.
but not this growth
Ugly,
on the carrot.
ugly vegetable is what I'm going to call this.
Oh, the poor guy.
There you go.
Boy,
so
that is-
there's your laugh for the morning.
Can we just full screen that for a second? I mean, wow.
Oh, goodness
I've
gracious.
never in my life.
No, you don't see things like that very often.
The other ones, they were all fine.
It's like you can't look away.
No, you can't. It's not just the extra legs. I mean, you got a tripod there. It's just wow.
It stands on its own.
Oh,
Man. Is this carrot happy to see me?
I don't know where to go after this. I know it's the podcast, but we do consider ourselves, as you mentioned, family programming.
Yeah,
but,
I know. Right. Well, had a mind of its own, apparently.
Can you bring this on the show tomorrow
You want me to?
on Sunrise?
I mean, I still have it. I didn't get rid of it.
Can we? I mean, we got to. What's
Is
up,
this gonna
Rock?
be our
What is-
mascot?
come up with something for this.
What's up, Rock? The carrot is up.
We got to share this with the main, with the main audience. I mean, just oh my gosh.
Isn't that goofy? Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll try to be a little serious here. The other carrots, they were all orange.
Other
not
carrots were
discolored,
fine.
anything like
this
that.
one was just, it's on a world of its own.
You
The
need to take some you got some eyeball stickers or anything around the house?
Yeah.
Put it on.
Okay, sure.
Give it some pants.
some face. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think pants would be appropriate.
Little overalls, make it a little scarecrow.
Yes. Exactly. Clean it up a little bit.
What'd your wife say?
She was the one. She said that looks suggestive.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to bring it up.
Yeah. It just listen, everyone's own interpretation.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
want to
There
put
you go.
the facts out there, all the evidence, and you can draw your own
Yeah,
conclusions.
exactly.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
wild.
get that thing off the screen. We got to move on.
Yeah, we do have to move on. Speaking of being in the yard,
Yes.
I'm trying to decide at what point am I going to do the first round of leaves.
You need to bring some photo evidence in. You tell me that it's
I will.
already covered.
I will take a picture today. The backyard, the right half of it, it is yellow. There's no ground, no grass, no dirt, nothing underneath. And it was so windy yesterday.
That's true.
It was just
It was.
cooking, and all of them were blowing to the
20 to
right
30 mile
side
per
of the
hour
yard.
winds, yeah.
And I was like, even if I wanted to start today, it would just be a mess going around. So I'm thinking this weekend, because I reached a point where I'm like, I don't really want to do it yet. Do I wait till it can be a bigger pile?
Right.
But now I'm like, I
chip
need to
away
go ahead
at
and
it.
go, or else it's going to be too much to start going.
Yeah, it's interesting because Webster, I mean, and like Irondequoit, Greece, Kendall, along Lake Ontario is usually the last to get a lot of the color change and the last to lose the leaves because of the regulating waters of Lake Ontario. I mean, Greece was 60 degrees this morning.
I know.
Yet Iran was down in Canandaigua and it was like 39 down
you
there.
can see her breath when she was doing our live
bonkers.
shots.
So that's
Yeah.
interesting that you're losing all those leaves. But I always equate it to like when your kitchen floor gets dirty and you're like, oh, we've got a party coming. I know it's just going to get really dirty. I'm just going to wait until after the party. Well, it's not like the grime is just always there. The grime continues to get grimier. There's
Yeah.
layers of grime, so I don't know. I'm always like, I do try to attack it on a regular basis, just so it's not like overwhelming when you come, late October and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't even see a blade of grass because the leaves get so crazy. But
Do you have pickup? Are you technically Parenton or Fairport?
Parenton, we do have pickup.
Pickup.
And usually we start to see signs. I don't think it's going to be for several weeks though.
I looked it up in Webster, so
Here we
this
go.
notice was posted
good stuff.
yesterday. How about this, by the way? The Webster Highway Department will start the annual leaf collection mid to late October after they finish some paving and drainage projects.
Couple of weeks.
Depending on how many leaves have fallen in the weather. So it's zone 1 to zone 5. So that's west to east, and then they come back through. They make several passes, and then they give the big warning. This is it.
Yes,
And
this
then
is it.
if
Yeah.
joke's on you if you don't get it to the road, because then it's on you to put it in bags, whatever, in the spring. And it is, I may have to go ahead and put them out there. I'd be the first one with a road
Yeah.
on the road.
Right. We had, I'm just reminiscing, we had a ball, my then 3-year-old and I with the leaves last year. So much fun, huge piles of leaves. I'm sure we'll do that the same thing this year. Just running through the leaves, jumping in them, and I don't know. There's something about that really brings back my childhood of
season.
jumping into piles of leaves.
And listen, I never had that. We had pine trees growing up. So like it was just evergreens
Yeah.
and some pine straw here and there.
Right.
Like never had a leaf. The girls go around and pick it up. Our house is full of the leaves right now. Because
they
we'll
go in the
We'll go on a
house.
walk or we'll
Yeah.
walk home from school, and Brooklyn's got they're beautiful, red, yellow, and orange for
Yeah.
about 2 days. And then they're just,
Wow.
I'll be walking around and just step on one in the living room.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's a leaf.
And then they
Yeah.
just go into 100 pieces and they're absolutely everywhere.
I know. And then always cleaning them up.
Not fun.
We had a interesting night last night. So do have one, Brooklyn, who's 5.5 in kindergarten. And one of the big things, we're getting involved in sports leagues, teams. What does she want to be? Who does she want to become? And a while back, there was an info session, introduction to Girl Scouts. And Steph and Brooklyn said, we're going to go, just check it out. And so they go. And then next thing I know, they come back. They're like, it was great. We're going to be doing this. And these big packets start showing up. And I've talked about this before from Girl Scouts of America, Girl Scouts USA, whatever. Stephanie's going to be a troop leader, whatever they call them. So she's been prepping for their first meeting was last night, an hour long.
Oh, man.
And she's like, this is going to be on whatever Tuesday of the month.
Yep.
We're going to be at a school. There are a dozen girls in the group. And
Nice.
so they went out to do that. Brooklyn came in with their sash and everything. And this is where I have to adjust because and it sounds terrible because people should be like, you have to, you're a dad, like do all
Yeah,
this, but
yeah,
it's getting
right.
used to our kids becoming of age and us staying up later, and now
Yeah.
this are meetings from 6:30 to 7:30. I was solo with Julia last night. We
Yeah.
were hanging out,
Yeah.
and I had another problem that I've got a bad light switch in my living room, so it was pitch black because it's so dark now.
no, really?
We were both ready to fall asleep. It's
Yeah.
like 7:15. I said, Jules, let's go up. Let's get ready for bed.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, Dad. And I was like, this is gonna work. She's gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep. We'd have to wait till 8 o'clock.
Perfect.
Get to the top of the stairs. Start to go to the room.
And then
Door opens. They came in.
Right.
Sash came in. Pictures. Dad, look at this.
Oh
So
my
excited.
gosh,
Here's
yeah.
the schedule. It was awesome. It was fun, but it was a
Right.
late night. And soon enough, I'll be coming to a door near you, selling some cookies.
How about that?
Yeah.
So they're definitely gonna do it. All
They-
green light.
They are all in.
Yeah.
They've got their folders. Steph is doing it. She's never run anything like this.
Yeah.
I mean, with her professional job, she does.
Right.
But yeah, just more to tack
That's
on.
funny. Good
Yeah.
for them. I mean, I've only heard good things about Girl Scouts.
Yeah. So they'll we'll sell some tagalongs and Samoas.
There you
Different
go.
ones,
I know, and then
fitness,
they'll
go
always
around.
be in the house, which is
They
always
will.
nice.
They
right?
will. In the freezer. A little bit
Bring
of a
'em here.
throwback to our childhood. We had this story on Sunrise. Reading Rainbow got to return after 19 years off that beloved children's program. So what's going to happen is a digital series revamp. This will be coming on YouTube on a channel. The first of 4 new episodes. The digital creator and librarian Michael Threets is going to be hosting. They're going to have celebrity guests coming in, the likes of Gabrielle Union, John Legend. How about that? And a whole lot more.
Saw a couple of flashes of John Legend in there.
Remember that theme, like in the library or getting home from
Yes.
school, whatever it was?
Reading Rainbow.
Yes. Just amazing.
Yeah.
And LeVar Burton, the host.
Yeah.
old-
LeVar
when-
Burton. Yep,
we
yep,
grew
yep.
up-
He was gonna almost do Jeopardy for a
Yeah.
minute there, but it didn't pan through.
He had such a look, the voice, the earring, everything.
That
and
was
connecting
drama.
with just-
Remember that?
Yes.
Trying to get the new Jeopardy host.
Yeah.
They got the EP in there, and then he almost got Me Too'd with some
yeah.
things, some comments that he
Immediately
made
came
or
out,
something
yeah.
like that.
It was just,
That was drama.
yes.
Try to promote within. Hey, I'll do it.
Yeah. And it
was
was like,
sketchy.
no, that did not last long.
No, it didn't. But yeah, no, Reading Rainbow's great. I definitely watched it as a kid. And, we're talking on air today about just watching your kids learn to read is something so special because, like, you teach them the letters and they start to get the phonics and things like that. And then they just start seeing things, like, out in the world and, like, a sign or something. And then they just read the sign. And you're like, how did you know how to do that, you know?
And you realize that they're not just recognizing it because you've read the book 20 times. It's memory. It's maybe something different. They pick up this word, even if it's as simple as, the first time on a page, it's pig or kite or whatever it may be.
Right.
Yeah. To see them do that. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Because there's books that we read that I know we've read 100 times.
Yeah.
And so he's like completing the sentences. And I'm like, you're not really reading. You're just saying that. And that's like a part of learning, according to my wife.
Yes.
Because she knows everything. She says like, it's good for kids to be able to do that, to like complete the sentences. They're not really reading, but they know like
Right.
the combination of scribbles means dog. So they'll say the word dog. They're not really reading DOG, but it's still, that's like step one of eventually figuring out how to read.
We checked out a book recently. It's some dog goes to the firehouse and does a tour, learns about it.
Yeah.
And I had been the one reading that to Julia. And the other night, we do tag team to get the girls down in their bunk beds. I usually do Brooklyn, got her to sleep, and I went down. I was about to watch like a game, something that was on.
Yeah.
And Stephanie goes, I need you to come up here because I'm reading this book wrong. And I sit down with Julia and she's like, she's like, Mom, Dad knows the firefighters. What are their names? And they're not named in the book. I just make it up. And I remember, I was like, oh, Steph, that's Fireman Joe, Fireman Steve,
Oh,
and then
that's
Fireman
funny.
and Fireman Katie.
Yeah.
And she was like, I had no idea what their names were. I was like, you wouldn't. I just made it
Yeah, I
up. But
just
this
made it
little
up. Yeah.
2-year-old remembered that.
That's funny.
Yeah, a lot of fun. We're going to take a quick break. Be back here for this Wednesday morning edition of Second Cup of Sunrise. No more carrots for a while.
Yeah, let's ease up on the carrots.
After the start of the pod, if you were with us. Did you catch that?
1:30 this afternoon.
Yes. Yes. By the way, that is nice too because we have so much content on the actual app when it's on your TV because you can just scroll through. What do they call it? The carousel.
The carousel. That's a good word. Nice.
Of Adam Chodak's interviews,
Yes.
the Bill stuff with Thad, Geo behind the curtain, and us. So again, we're 9 to 9:30 weekday mornings. If you're catching us on the app on replay or something, I get that it's tough to be home around that time. But yeah, 1:30 in the afternoon is when we cycle back through, and you can always flip through and look around.
Also, all the clips that go on that we manually clip go right up there. So my morning broadcast that I clip that's at like 5:15 a.m. goes right up to the app too. So that's kind of nice. You know, if you want to watch, you can obviously do that from your phone, but it's also on the app, so it's everywhere.
Different pieces of the show and also on our YouTube channel where you can scroll through, check out different things. So a lot of fun. I wanted to ask you, by the way, so you have 2 new cars. A lot of times Sirius comes through.
They just slide right in.
Couple month free trial or whatever.
Right in. Yes. So
Any experience yet?
Been getting the calls and
Calls.
Calls. Lots of calls. And I rarely answer, but I had a few moments before the podcast this morning and I said, you know what? I'm going to pick up.
What'd they say?
It says Sirius XM comes right across. And they're like, and I try to be totally honest with them, right? So they're asking me, so I see your 3-month has just expired. We'd be happy to give you a promotional $2 for another 3 months. And then after that, it goes up to like $25 per month, right? Yeah. So I'm like, you know, I found it hard for me to get into the habit of turning to Sirius XM, which is true. I usually do Spotify or like New York Times audio or something like that. I'll listen to something else. And she's like, oh, okay, well, we have this great promotion, $2 for 3 months. Like that was her sales pitch.
It didn't go $2 to 6 months.
No. And like, so she was kind of pushing it. And I was like, okay, how about if I pay in cash?
Oh.
And she's like, sorry, the promotional is only for credit card or debit card. So are you ready to give me your credit card?
The auto renewal, and so they can have that.
It was pretty much like almost immediate. She's like, okay, like she assumed when I said, can I pay cash, that I was going to just not do it. And I'm like, no, it's only $2. I'll just pay cash. Is there like an office nearby that I can drop it off at? And she's like, you're starting to cut out. And I said, cash. I will pay you cash. And then the call dropped.
It dropped.
It just dropped.
Gave up.
Is over here. Like I was literally at my desk. This is 10, 20 minutes ago.
Oh, man.
Isn't that funny?
That is funny. And this is how they get everyone. There's been, whole lawsuits from Tish James, the state attorney general, of, making it very difficult to cancel to get out of it, which is annoying and it can be a problem. And particularly with someone who's older, which is who they've singled out and shared some of their stories, that it's just, it can be a pain in to try to cancel, or if you forget.
Huge Amazon lawsuit that just went through.
Yeah. And it's, because what Sirius does, if you forget to renew for the year, I think it comes out as like $350 for the next year.
Really?
But whenever you come up on that date, and I hear what you had, and they offer you that, I've done it a couple of times just because I'm a huge NASCAR fan. They have a dedicated channel for that.
Nice.
A couple other things like I enjoy it, so it is my thing.
I like it too. I think music is nice, but it's just I never, like I said, I was being truthful when I was saying, I'm so locked into Spotify, which is like a family account that we have. So it's like, I don't pay for that. Yeah. And it's just, that's what I always go to. And I'm like, I can't justify it.
It's a tradition unlike any other for me. Just like the Masters, it's every spring when mine comes up. I'm like, just got the bill, 320 whatever is due on April, whatever date. Yeah. And you go, and then whenever you click cancel, they're like, we can't do this online. You have to talk to a representative, either a phone call or chat. And it's every time I'm like, listen, can't do it. Can't justify the cost. Right. And they're always, here's this promotional offer. And I'm like, I don't know. I still can't do that much. And it may be like $9 a month that they'll come out. Right. And I'm like, I can't do it. And they're like, how about, we could $625. Same everything you've had. And I'm like, okay. So I do it once for me, and then if my wife wants it, I've done it for her as well. And I've got a buddy who I'll text with, and we do it at the same time. And he's like, what was your rate that you got? And he'll tell me. And I'm like, tell him that you got $625.
Right,
whatever.
100%. Use that to your advantage.
Because their thing is like, listen, any money's better than no money on doing that. But yeah. interesting.
You can get them
experiences
down.
there.
You can always get them down, and I
Yeah.
think that's the same across the board.
It's just the fear of someone canceling.
Right.
A friend of a friend has someone who works for it, and they're like, listen, and this has been brought up with Tish James and them saying they won't take no for an answer. So like, if you
Right.
really want to cancel, keep going, you can get help, or get them down to a deal.
No, I did try with YouTube, and I could not get them down.
What's
Now,
YouTube with no commercials? and
YouTube,
everything?
it's like $20 a month.
Is it?
I think so. Yeah.
That's a higher end for even like Disney and some of the other ones. Yeah.
I love YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm locked in. I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube. I also like to listen to music on YouTube as well. And I tried to do that. I tried to heckle them down.
They said no.
No, because YouTube's a powerhouse.
So the difference is there's no commercials. It keeps playing if you close the stream. That's a big deal.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
And I like to watch my football games in the morning. So that's a big thing is I always watch highlights in the morning. So that's a big thing that I watch. I like to watch golf on YouTube. There's a lot of kids shows on YouTube. They have movies there as well. So, I mean, I hate that I'm literally advertising for them right now. But
Oh, it's fine. I did the ad for. We're everyday real people dealing with that.
Yeah. So I like I said, I mean, I unfortunately could not get them down. I was like, hey, any promotional
You tried.
things? Yeah.
Is it month to month or 6 months,
It's
year?
month to month, I think. Yeah.
You just have to cancel, and then maybe they do a Black Friday thing coming
Maybe
up.
that's it. Yeah. Maybe I should just
You have
cancel.
to use a different email address, though, probably.
And they know
Your
me
work
as
one.
well. Like
Yeah.
people hate the algorithm. I love the algorithm.
Yeah.
You know exactly
It
what
gives
I
me
want to watch. I want
everything
to watch
there.
Broncos highlights on a Monday morning. It's the first thing that pops up.
Yeah. Broncos
know?
highlights and how to make fried rice different style.
Yes,
Things
the
like
shorts
that. Yes.
for videos, for cooking.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Workouts.
Yeah.
Every exercise you can imagine. There's hundreds of videos.
One thing that always comes up on our YouTube is the hit with K-pop Demon Hunters.
There you go.
Those songs, the series that came out on Netflix. Again, this was the most watched film ever. It came out streaming. They put it in the theaters for a box office special weekend. And now it's a theme park attraction. This is in South Korea. Of course, playing off K-pop and all the hits and everything with traditional Korean demon lore and the thumping soundtrack for that. They've got the Dance Dance Revolution to it.
There it is. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. The movie's a little much for kids, but we
Yeah.
skip around and we play the songs. And when I'm in the car, I don't text and drive or look things up. The girls are always like,
Yeah.
play Golden, play Soda Pop. Can you do this? They sing it, and they're to the age where they get the lyrics and they can almost sing the
Yeah.
song all the way through.
Yeah.
They
that's
love
so
it.
fun.
They love it.
Yeah, we do a thing where we alternate in the car. So, Mason will pick a song, then I'll pick a song, then CJ will pick a song. And so what I'll do is Mason will pick like a Hot Wheels song or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll pick Grateful Dead, Fire on the Mountain, which is like a 9-minute song.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this is the song we're playing next. And he's
Imagine-
like, is it still my turn? And he just had Jerry Garcia, Fire
Yeah.
on the Mountain. And it's
if
just going and going.
What if you put up like Fish or Dave Matthews when they start going just on a riff for like a 13-minute?
Yes. And then we're like,
middle
oh,
of a song.
we're at the YMCA.
Yep. Sorry. Got it. That's fun. That's fun. We do have an update on our Fat Bear Week contest. The brackets are done.
Yes.
March Madness is over for them. And Chunk, who's officially known as Bear 32, who's also got a broken jaw, by the way, swept the competition. Beat out Bear 856, who doesn't have a number, in the final round. It's an online competition from a state park in Alaska. It follows a dozen bears on webcams, and you cast ballots, and there it is, the matchup.
Man.
No huge upset with like a 16 seed or a 1 seed. Maybe it's the 5-12 you got to watch out for like
That's
during March.
Incredible how much bigger they get.
It is. Even the one with the broken jaw, having enough salmon, packing on the pounds.
Still able to just chew it
Look
down.
at him.
And you can kind of see that the jaw definitely looks like off.
Yeah. And it's celebrating them. Of course, they got to get through the long winter up there.
Goodness. Just monstrous animals.
So we do Shark Week, Fat Bear Week. We got to figure out something else coming up for the fall
Yeah,
and
there
for
you
the
go.
winter. Yeah.
How
All
about
right.
Carrot Week.
Final weather. Getting out of here. I'm just going to ignore that and get past it.
You're going to have to water probably maybe 1 or 2 more times as
Yeah.
we are still waiting on rain. Sunshine lasts next couple of days, and then those temperatures just climb. How about that? 80s, another weekend in the 80s.
These places like Wickham, Powers, they're just going to be insane.
They're licking
this
their
weekend.
chops is what they're doing.
They are. I like that. And no Bills game until Sunday night.
Right.
Plan your visits accordingly. We'll see you on TV at noon tomorrow here at 9.
Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.